Well, did the sexual revolution of the 60s and 70s make us more open about human relations? If so, was it positive? We took our cameras out to ask the people on the street. Watch.
I think that it's good that the sexuality is open now. I think that people are a little bit too closed with a lot of situations, and I think it's good.
Yes, I definitely do feel so, and I do not think that's good. I think it's leading to many, many problems that are getting out of hand. First of all, pregnancies, young girls getting pregnant because of the awareness, because of the openness. Second of all, I think that things are just getting a little bit too liberal. I think we need to get back to the old ways of life.
I think, yes, people are definitely more open about sexuality, and I think it's great.
Well, to tell us more about this subject, we have an expert with books like Nice Girls Do, which I'm told is in how many foreign countries?
It's in 9 countries now, in 5 languages.
Oh, my goodness. Our next guest helped educate and encourage both sexes how to achieve more fulfilling relationships. Popular talk radio show hostess, Dr. Irene Kassorla. What did you think about what those kids were saying?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I
very young people, too.
with every one of them in some ways. You see, I believe in marriage, and I teach sexual commitment, and I think marriage is the only way to go. And yet, there is more openness now.
But the one girl said, male and female relationships are getting out of hand. What did she mean? What was she referring
I think
to?
she was referring to the promiscuity, but there has been promiscuity from the beginning of time.
Stone Age.
Oh, and how as soon as people realize there's something happening down there besides, you know, eliminating, there's interest there. I mean, babies are interested in their genitals, and it's the parent's job to teach responsibility and discrimination so the child can grow up to be a healthy person.
And what is the most, now you're really open. You're there on the radio where they can just, and you can't be evasive. And it's not your nature to be anyway.
No, anything a person wants to ask me. I've worked on 6 continents, Mike. I've been working this way since 1967 with the BBC. They've made 5 documentaries of me. And recently the BBC came to ABC in Los Angeles and did another documentary.
Isn't that great?
So I really know people, and I know radio and TV, and we're all the same.
Is there such a thing as a standard kind of most asked question that you get on the phone?
Well,
what seems to be the common problem out there?
The general area that people are interested in is the love relationship, and it's with the husband and wife, it's with the child, with the parent. It's this area, parents, spouses, and children, where the most pain and the most joy, the most satisfaction is. So this is where the questions are. I'll have an interesting story. I worked, I did AM Los Angeles one day, and then I got on the plane and I went to Britain.
Excuse me, that's a popular local television show here in Los Angeles.
And the woman on AM Los Angeles said, you know, my boy is 10, 11, and he's wetting his bed. See, I said there's 3 degrees: parents, love, children. So she was asking number 3, children, and you know, what do I do? My child is bedwetting. I get on a plane that afternoon, go to Britain, and I'm touring Britain with Nice Girls Do, and a British woman, the same question with a British accent.
I have a young man at home. It
Right.
is wetting the bed. It sounds classy when they say it, though.
It sounds classy. Then, while I'm there, AM Chicago called me and said, please stop by on the way home and come and work with us. So 3 weeks later, I'm in AM Chicago. The same question about the child.
That's incredible.
So the world is so small.
What do you say about bedwetters? I'm curious about that.
Well, the parent is always in there. It becomes an attention getter. And what I do is I have the parent put sheets in the room and everything they need, and the child themselves cleans the bed, puts the dirty sheets away, and the parent doesn't know. He wet. The parent has no information.
Wait a minute. Puts the dirty sheets away where?
Into the washing machine, not into the drawer.
That. My goodness, not back in the drawer.
No, but the idea is to get the parent out. You see, when there's problems, the loving, caring parent is really, you know how you pump up a tire?
Yeah, sure.
Parents
you don't do that
unwittingly.
Anymore, doctor. Just gave your age away, doctor.
Well, I watch Laurel and Hardy. Parents unwittingly pump the children full of neurosis as their mothers pumped them and as grandmother pumped mothers. I don't have any blame for anybody, but we really do learn a lot of neurotic things, and then we pass them on to our children.
Sure. Now, Playboy magazine did a recent survey, I'm sure you're aware of this, called Sex on the Campus 1982. Now, the survey revealed that college kids are even more sexually active than a decade ago, but less promiscuous. In other words, they're staying with one partner for longer periods of time.
It's a phenomenon that, really
what do you attribute that
excites me.
to?
Well, it's actually what I teach. You see, for the last 20 years, people have been trying this and the open marriages and the orgies, and there's been a lot of, quote, freedom. Freedom to become unhappy, freedom to become lonely. And people, once they're able to experiment, realize that the real freedom is finding a partner that you love, that you can be dependent on, and they can be dependent on you, and you can be interdependent, and build together. And that's where you can hear the violins in a committed relationship.
Well, that's nice. Hear the violins. I just heard them. We're going to pause for a moment. We're coming back with Dr. Irene Kassorla right after this message.